What's going on, everybody? Jerry here. I had the most amazing out-of-body experience last night, and I really had to share it with you guys. Memory's a little hazy. Of course, this is my journal entry. You can see where I use keywords to describe my experience, and then move off of that. I've got a little sketch here of what I seen. But I was fully conscious, completely aware, and the vibrations came on, right? And I felt I was completely loose from my body and started to float straight up in my room, and I couldn't believe how aware I was, because it came on so fast that I didn't have time to slip away into a deep dream state. It just, the vibrations came on and boom, I was out, completely aware and conscious. So I floated up in my room, and I see a girl standing by the doorway, and my round chair that my cats use as a bed, there was a young white guy on that, and he was sitting there, and I started to float above my body, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, kind of like, what the hell, kind of like thing, right? And I started doing my arms like this, and I said, get the hell out. I was like, go, get out. And he looked at me like, what? And I was doing my arm like this. I was like, go now. It's just kind of trippy, you know, when you're trying to get out of body and you got people all around you, you know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, I floated on up, and the guy actually got up off the chair and started to walk away, right? So I floated on up, and I went over. When I stood up straight, I was still fighting the connection to my body, and I moved just a little bit away from it, but I wanted to stay in the vicinity of the room. So I called for clarity, you know, to gain my balance, looked at my hands, and I walked over to the girl, and I'd never seen her before. She was young, kind of wavy brown hair, white shorts on, and I said, hey, and I touched her arm, and she spoke, but I couldn't hear her. I couldn't hear anything. And this is a common occurrence. You can't hear anything when you get out of body. And I touched her, and I could feel her. I could feel that she was warm, and I said, hey, have you seen Lori? And she tried to talk to me, but I just couldn't hear her, and I was doing like this. I was like, I can't hear. And the guy that I made leave, there was a young African-American boy, probably looked like about 20 years old or so, came in through the door, and he just came straight up to me, and he grabbed me, and he was like, Jerry, you know, like I could only hear him as a whisper, you know, and I couldn't hear the rest of him. And I was like, yeah, you know, and he was like, you need these people, man, because I was waving the guy, you know, I told the guy to get the hell out, you know, and he was like, you need these people, and I was like, I can't hear you, man, I can't hear you. And he looked at the girl, and I could tell he was saying to the girl, he can't hear us. And I was like, you know, it was pretty funny. Anyways, not long after, I flew up very fast into space, and I could see not only stars going by, but just different colors, and I started to slow down, right? And it was fucking beautiful, and I was observing, and I was like, where am I at in the universe, you know? Where am I, you know? So then, I started to observe what looked like a comet or a shooting star. It looked like a flame, though, with a tail. And it was zooming by, and I was like, wow, it's beautiful, you know? And I could see the stars all around, and I could see they were in patterns, some of them, like in straight lines, like a bunch of different stars, but in straight lines. You know, they could have been anything, from non-physical realities to beings, I don't know. But all of a sudden, I started falling, right? I started falling really fast. Just, I mean, so fast it would give you vertigo, you know? Like a free fall, right? And I shoot through these clouds, real thick, dark-looking clouds, and I just bust through them, right? and I come down and I start to slow down, alright? And I see a raised off the ground platform, some kind of rail system or something. And I'm thinking, am I on Earth? And then I was like, this don't even look like Earth. The clouds look different. I was like, everything looks different. You know, I was like, what in the hell planet am I on? You know? And I seen this platform, and then I was still floating, and I seen what looked like mounted guns. And then as I got closer, they looked more like satellites of some sort. And I have no idea where I was. No idea. And I floated over to this, what looked like concrete, this huge dome. And it was like a cage dome. And I smacked against a door in the cage, and I just kind of bounced off of it. But let me show you guys. I just drew this in the middle of the night. But that's what the little satellites looked like, and that was the little raised platform. And I came in, and I came down, and then boom, I smacked onto this thing and bounced off. But it was quite an amazing lucid experience. And I love sharing my experiences, and I appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you.